So I just got done voicing over a review for Resistance Fall of Man that I've had probably about 7 months ago is when I wrote it. I was going to do it for my new channel, so I don't know if it's any good. I guess I'll know during editing. I don't have a lot of time to do edit or write or any of it, so I used a review that I already had mostly written. We'll see how it turned out, but my review is 5 pages on A12 font. But out of curiosity, I asked Brave Browser's AI Leo to write me a review of Resistance Fall of Man, and I don't know if I'm cynical enough to say that the future of YouTube content is AI written, AI footage sourced videos uploaded by AI and predominantly watched by AI bots. Just for a fun exercise to see what AI would do to write a video review. I asked for a 20-minute review, but this definitely isn't a 20-minute long review. This is their script for a video review. I don't know, I don't really write scripts, I just write reviews and then I do the editing in between. But so this is what an AI review looks like, and I'm mostly doing this as an exercise just to see when you see stuff like this on YouTube, because I've even asked the Edge browser AI to write me reviews, and they all pretty much turned out like this too. So, how to spot an AI review, how to spot an AI written review. So let's see how this goes. Let's see what AI, how they would review Resistance Fall of Man on the PS3 versus how I would review it, and I'll correct some things because it's kind of, some of the details are kind of funny and a little off, but anyway, so I'm going to read it in a goofy AI voice because it's AI and it's a machine. If you don't like goofy voices, then I'm sorry, I can't not. Anyway, so an AI written review. So if you start seeing stuff like this on YouTube, even if it's voiced over by a regular human being, because people are lazy when it comes to making money. If they're just going after the bag, they will AI write me this review, they won't change anything about it. You'll start seeing reviews that are word for word the same reviews as other reviewers on different channels, and you'll know it's either a common source, maybe someone wrote the review for them and sold it to them. I mean, that's a possibility too. You got people out there that are, I guess, freelance writers, but there's also a good chance that it's an AI thing. So if you ever see in a video, hello, welcome to our in-depth review of Resistance Fall of Man on the PS3, or hello, welcome to this weird hour review, I've noticed that whether it be the Brave browser AI or even Edge browser AI, that's how they start all their AI written reviews. So with no further ado, and I'll correct something as they're goofy, but here is what AI says about Resistance Fall of Man. So, hello, welcome to our in-depth review of Resistance Fall of Man on the PS3. I'm your host, Leo, or whatever name they are, and today we'll be exploring this classic first-person shooter in detail. Scene 1, Introduction. Resistance Fall of Man, developed by Insomniac Games, is a 2006 release that has stood the test of time. It's known for its engrossing storyline, impressive graphics. Okay, so Resistance Fall of Man was panned at the time, and you can see it was a launch game on the PS3. No mention of the PS3 launch in this review, obviously. The impressive graphics, it was not known for its impressive graphics. In fact, it was panned for being basically a higher res, higher definition PS2 game. And as a launch game, it pretty much was just a high res PS2 game. Visually, I mean, the game runs really smoothly, but visually, yes, it's just a prettier PS2 game. But with the jump in technology, it probably wasn't unheard of for Insomniac to take PS2 graphical technology and use parts of it for the next system, because time crunch, system releasing, system launch, they wouldn't have been able to just sit there and create something perfect from the ground up, or create something generally from the ground up, even though they probably would have had the dev kits, a lot sooner than a lot of other developers because they were like a second-party developer for Sony, or kind of a third party because they did end up releasing games for Xbox here and there, but mostly a second-party developer for Sony. But anyway, so the impressive graphics thing, no, it was not known for its impressive graphics. In fact, when it hit at the same time as Gears of War, which was Unreal Engine 3. So you had Xbox 360 fanboys comparing Resistance to Unreal 3. And sorry if my voice is a little cracky today. I just got done voicing over a review, and whenever I get done voicing over reviews, my voice is not the same as when I started. Let's move on. And challenging gameplay. The game is set in an alternative history where Europe has been invaded by an alien force known as the Chimera. You play as Sergeant Nathan Hale, a soldier who becomes infected with the Chimera virus, but miraculously retains his humanity. Scene 2. Setting. The game is set in the 1950s, a decade that's often associated with peace and prosperity. However, in the world of Resistance, the 1950s are a time of war and chaos. The realistic and immersive environment is one of the game's strongest points. The game takes you through various locations, from the war-torn streets of Britain to the snowy peaks of Russia. Scene 3, gameplay. So this is supposed to be a 20-minute review. Am I supposed to show 5 minutes of gameplay footage in between each one of these paragraphs? I don't know how you would, I said, write me a 20-minute review. This is me actually asking the AI to flesh out the points, too, because this is a longer review than the one that they initially wrote. So, Scene 3. The gameplay is challenging yet rewarding. The controls are intuitive and responsive, making it easy to pick up and play. The weapons are diverse and interesting, each with its own unique feel and strategy. The AI is smart, making each encounter a thrilling experience. Oh, I also told it to use SEO words in it, like thrilling, or some of the words it's used, just to boost it in the algorithm. Just to see what an SEO video review would look like. The game also features a variety of vehicles which add a new layer of strategy and fun to the gameplay. Scene 4, graphics. The graphics, while not as advanced as today's games, were impressive for its time and still hold up well. They weren't that advanced for the time, again. The game runs smoothly. It has a ton of chaos on the screen. Again, it was just a higher res PS2 game. That was the critique of the game's graphics at the time. People loved it for the gameplay and the design, and it was still able to get in those debates of Gears of War versus Resistance. Who remembers those in the fanboy flame wars of the day? 7th gen fanboys. Fanboy Flame Wars, I should say. 7th gen Fanboy Flame Wars. Modern Fanboy Flame Wars are lame. You're an X-Bot. You're a pony. Okay, the stupid. I see it on Twitter, like, people are still doing that. Like, didn't we, I moved on from that, I don't know, 2007, 2008, after the 7th gen, why is that still a thing? I don't know, I guess because I bowed out of gaming for the 8th gen. I don't really understand the Fanboy Flame Wars much anyway. So, back to the review. The character models are detailed and impressive, and the environments are rich and varied. The particle effects such as explosions and gunfire are particularly impressive. Okay, the particle effects are decent, But again, it's a launch game anyway. Scene 5, multiplayer. No mention, I don't think, of the online, so maybe the AI has figured out that the servers are down, even though I'm not sure if, I'm sure fans, if they haven't yet, they will eventually bring the servers back up in fan servers, but here we go. The multiplayer mode is a standout feature. You can team up with friends in co-op mode or compete against them in various multiplayer modes. The PS3 version offers split-screen gameplay, a feature that enhances the social aspect of the game. The multiplayer modes are varied and fun, providing hours of entertainment beyond the single-player campaign. And the online multiplayer at the time was a, huge draw of it. But anyway, so scene 6, the conclusion. In conclusion, Resistance Fall of Man is a must-play for any PS3 owner. Now that part I can agree. Well, any PS3 first-person shooter fan who doesn't care about trophies because it predates trophies and was never back updated like Uncharted was updated with trophy support, even though it came out before trophy support. Yes, I'd say it's still if you want to know essential early PS3 or part of the PS3 story, Resistance was an absurdly. Actually, I say all this in my review. So, anyway, if I ever get it out on my new Nobody Reviews Games channel, anyway. So, it's combination of story. I mean, it's there, but it's not like a deep story. It's, the in-between areas give you a quick story cutscene, I guess. So it's not like a deep story, but anyway. The combination of story, graphics, again, that was not the combination that made Resistance stand out. And gameplay, that's what made it stand out. It was basically a 6th generation shooter. It was a 7th generation shooter that didn't know it was a 7th generation shooter because it predated all the Call of Duty crap. Anyway, make it a classic in the first person shooter. Hold on, let me see. I must have first person, hold on, let me see. First person shooter genre. It didn't finish. Oh well. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd look at an AI review of Resistance versus something that someone actually wrote, something that someone who has an actual personal experience of the game, or at least has remembers the time. Maybe this is just training on how to spot an AI written review. So when you come across certain videos, because like I said, when it comes about money, people get lazy. They're just going to be AI write me this review, and you'll see things like, hello, welcome to our in-depth review of this or that. That's something I've noticed, whether it be the Brave browser or Edge. I keep forgetting Microsoft's browser because, I never use it. But alright, well, I guess that's all I really got to say about that. Now I'm rambling, so have a wonderful day, evening, night, whenever this video hits you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Comment, subscribe, please. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is my dead channel anyways.